Ivana Trump's junk was another woman's treasure. A trove of Trump memorabilia, including roughly 1,000 photographs of Republican presidential candidate Donald J. Trump, his family and friends, and apparently discarded by his first wife Ivana, was acquired by a South Florida collector about 2 years ago and laid fallow until being resurrected by DailyMail.com. The material, stuffed into a suitcase, also includes personal handwritten notes, Donald and check-born Ivana's Bacharach photographed wedding album, eldest son Donald J. Trump, Jr.'s baby album dated December 31, 1977, his birthday, a card drawn by first daughter Ivanka to her parents, as well as Ivana's modeling cards, and much, much more. It is even more remarkable for the humanizing and family man portrait it paints of the often combative and caustic Oval Office contender. There are photos of Donald like he's never, or at the very least rarely, ever been seen before. A self-proclaimed teetotaler, there are undated shots of him drinking what appears to be wine, possibly taken before his older brother Freddie Trump, Jr.'s out-of-control drinking led to an early death in 1981. He was just 43 years old. And when is the last time anyone, outside of possibly Donald's immediate family, including third wife Melania, has seen him not wearing anything but a suit? One photo in the collection has a sexy-looking young Trump shirtless and in a white terry cloth robe seated, as well as sprawled across a bed, in a very Burt Reynolds, Cosmopolitan magazine-type pose, showing exposed legs. He's also seen wearing a white robe while snuggling close with one of his young children in bed, all tasteful and innocent, unlike disgraced New York Congressman Anthony D. Weiner, who this past August was exposed after sexting an image of his bulging crotch as he lay next to his 4-year-old son, Jordan. And in yet another personal shot, Donald is even shown changing diapers. The intimate family pictures mainly span the decades of the 1970s through the 1990s, before the Donald's second wife Marla Maples and third and current spouse Melania. The pile features candid shots, Polaroids and agency pictures from the likes of society shooter Mary Hilliard to Ron Galella, dubbed the paparazzo extraordinaire and the bane of favorite subject Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis' existence. There is a 1977 Trump wedding album that shows a beautiful and radiant Ivana in her rather simple white gown and her dashing groom, including one at the altar of the Marble Collegiate Church in New York City, as they exchanged vows. Dancing at the reception that followed are shots of the groom's folks Fred Sr., and Mary and the bride's parents, Milo Zinacek and Marie Frankova. When the couple became parents of 3, Donald, Jr., Ivanka and Eric, their birthday parties were snapped and notable in the fact that they did not seem like over-the-top affairs, but simply happy celebrations with no imported circuses or other extravagant entertainment. There are also pictures of the young Trump family on skiing holidays, Donald donning a cap in one. Ice skating outings. Ivana in all manner of outfits from that era and rare shots of her when she wasn't hair hopping, but wore her golden tresses in a down-do. Then there are all manner of pictures of Donald and Ivana, together and separately, with a wide spectrum of the rich and powerful. The collector, who requested anonymity, told DailyMail.com exclusively that she happened upon the items at a thrift shop, now shuttered, that benefited a local animal league. She suspects that Ivana or an assistant brought the items into the shop when she downsized to a condo. "I've always been fascinated by bygone eras and old-world society lifestyles," the collector remarked. "Needless to say, I was surprised by what I had come across when I opened the plain boxes, which in addition to Trump family photos, included newspaper and magazine clippings about the family and its projects, society page write-ups, as well as household items like bed linens. By no stretch of the imagination was it filled with anything ordinary. On the contrary, it was a small treasure trove that chronicled a devoted family man, whom I consider a great American success story. When I got the material home and after looking through it, I left it stored and untouched until Donald announced his run for the presidency. As a woman and a huge supporter of Mr. Trump's campaign, at a time of so much negativity and divisiveness not only emblematic of the campaign but the world at large, I knew it would prove to be an important archive to show the candidate's tender, human side as captured by the lens of his family life. She added, "The world needs to see the love he has for his wife and children and the admiration this man has in many quarters, as it reflects his character. Americans deserve a president who is a proud and loving father, as well as someone who has a deep and abiding love for our country."